Hey there, everyone in eventing land. It's Matt Briner and Qaiden AF reporting back for our fourth video. I wanted to take some time and show a little bit of our weekend getaway to the Jersey Shore and talk a little bit about how everything went for our first horse show back of the season. So our dressage test didn't go as planned. He's been very good in his everyday work, and then we get here and the soda started to fizz over. He came in the ring, looked beautiful, and then here we went to make our first turn, and he was just about ready to explode. I tried to keep the cap on as much as I could, but I think he'll be better in the future with a bigger arena. I think we showed the quality of gaits. You can see the trot's quite nice and through, and he's out to the bridle. The canter was, I thought, very uphill and comfortable looking. I don't want to say collected, but it fit within the ring in the tempo that it needed to, as well as still staying forward. He was a little tight in his back. He could have been swinging a little bit more, but our transitions down, he just was running through my hand. And that's just the tension that he shows. He was just strong. Really, that was about all there was. Just he was too strong for the test. All in all, I wasn't too disappointed. The only difference with this versus the young event horse tests is there we're looking for more general impression versus, riding to the marks. So the only thing I would say I have to work on is getting out into the arena and more time at shows. Moving on from there to the show jumping, the warm-up was great. He was nice and forward, taking things out of stride. And then the atmosphere again did us in. He was just a little bit too galloping through my hand, trying to hold him to the fence as he was fighting me a little bit. So I've been working on just riding in a snaffle and not wanting to compete him in anything too big. I'd rather him just enjoy the job. And again, I think it's going to come down to time and just going to competitions. The Jersey Horse Park's not a huge atmosphere compared to like what the championships would be, but there's a lot going on. If anything, I think he gave me a little bit too much height, and that was probably more just from his anxiety with the first show back to the season. But all in all, was happy and looking forward to the next one. Now, cross country, he's always been a machine. He's very brave, honestly, out in the field. He loves to gallop. You get him in front of a fence, you just give a little cluck. He pricks his ears up, and he just keeps coming. This next fence I had a stop on earlier with my other novice entry, and so I kind of tried to ride as hard as I could to this without, rushing them. But my trailer was parked right behind where the camera was, and I think it was hard on the young horses to go away from where they had come from. But very bold, lots of jump, came down into the water. Again, still a little bit like a wiggle worm, doesn't really know where he's going. It's hard in this venue because there's a lot of turning. You're going back into a field. And if anybody's been to the Jersey Horse Park, you know the Jersey Shore water is downhill in any approach you take to it with the island inside. But overall, I loved it. I was so happy to have a forward cross-country horse, and I'm looking forward to the next.